In the quiet outskirts of Louisville, where the trees fold into shadow and the air thickens with humidity, a bridge stretches across a dark ravine. It looks ordinary at a distance, a long iron trestle standing over Poplick Creek. But every rusted beam holds a history of fear. Beneath its rails, whispers travel with the wind, and every so often, a train's scream reminds the living that this bridge still demands a toll. Please like this video and consider subscribing. Also, down in the comments, let me know what you would like me to cover next. Now let's get back to the horror. The Poplick Trestle has stood for more than a century, a 772-foot span rising nearly 90 feet above the ground. Built for freight trains, it cuts across a remote area that feels far removed from the comfort of city streets. The line is still active. Trains thunder across without warning, leaving anyone caught on the track nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That reality has claimed lives, yet what draws people here is not the steel, but the legend that clings to it. Locals call it the Poplick Monster. Some say it is a half-man, half-goat creature, with horns that curve like sickles and eyes that glimmer faint red in the dark. Others say it is a man deformed by cruelty, a hybrid created through ritual, cursed to guard the bridge for eternity. Descriptions shift, but one trait is constant: the monster's voice. It is said to lure people onto the tracks by imitating those they love, or by whispering their names in a low, rhythmic chant. Some say it hypnotizes intruders, pulling them forward until the ground disappears beneath their feet. The next thing they hear is the roar of the train. Out. The legend's roots twist through rumor and tragedy. One story tells of a circus train that derailed near the creek many decades ago. Inside one of the cars was a sideshow attraction, a creature, born of some unnatural experiment. The crash freed it, and it vanished into the woods. Others speak of an isolated farmer who worshipped the old ways, who offered goats to dark forces until his body took the shape of his devotion. Whatever the truth, the myth grew teeth. Teenagers dared one another to walk the trestle at night. Paranormal investigators came with cameras and recorders, and the tracks began collecting real bodies. The first known deaths were dismissed as accidents. People underestimated how active the line remained, or misjudged the distance to safety. But soon, too many stories began to sound the same. In 1987, a young man fell to his death after slipping on the beams. In 2000, another man misstepped in the dark and never reached the other side. In April of 2016, a woman named Raquel Bain visited the site with her boyfriend, curious about the legend. When the train appeared, there was no escape. She was struck and killed, and the story reignited across the nation. In 2019, a 15-year-old girl, Savannah Bright, met the same fate. The monster did not need to swing an axe or push anyone from the bridge. It only needed to keep calling. Each death deepened the mystery rather than silencing it. Witnesses reported hearing voices near the tracks at night. Some swore the wind carried faint laughter. Others said they heard someone calling for help. A few claimed to have seen the outline of a figure standing against the moonlight atop the trestle, motionless, watching. Whether these were shadows or something else, no one could say. But everyone agreed on one thing: the place felt alive, and not in a way that comforted. The legend drew the attention of filmmaker Ron Shieldnecht, who in 1988 created a short film titled The Legend of the Poplick Monster. It depicted the myth's chilling power and the danger of curiosity. The film's release sparked a wave of renewed fascination, and with it, trespassers. Norfolk Southern Railroad, fearful of more deaths, built taller fences and issued warnings. They posted signs, padlocked gates, and promised prosecution for anyone found on the tracks. But even these measures did not stop the visitors. The monster's voice had become louder than the law. Those who have walked near the trestle describe an atmosphere unlike any other. Some say it is the sound that gets you first, the hum of metal, a vibration that crawls up the spine before the train appears. Others feel a sudden shift in temperature, the kind that steals breath and steadies the heart into silence. One investigator recalled seeing the outline of hoofprints pressed into the dirt near the base of the bridge. Another swore he heard a goat's bleat echo once, soft and mocking, though no animals were in sight. To believers, these signs are proof that something unnatural still stalks the area. To skeptics, they are coincidence made powerful by suggestion. Yet both sides agree that the fear feels real. The trestle has become a paradox, a modern relic that is both crime scene and carnival attraction. For some, it is the physical reminder of tragedy, young lives lost to carelessness or fascination. For others, it is proof that certain places hold darkness like water holds depth. Every few years, a new report surfaces. Another person drawn to the tracks, another life cut short. The cycle repeats. The story grows. The line between legend and evidence blurs further each time. Why does this particular place exert such pull? Perhaps it is the way fear and curiosity dance together. Perhaps it is the way stories promise meaning, where tragedy offers none. Or perhaps the Popelik monster is more than a myth. Maybe it is the shape we give to the idea of danger itself, a dare that never ends. The creature does not need to be real to keep killing. It only needs to exist in the minds of those who believe they can walk the bridge and make it back. Today, the trestle still stands above the creek, rusted but unbroken. Trains still pass, powerful and indifferent. The wind still moves through the trees, carrying sounds that could be anything or anyone. At night, the rails gleam under the moonlight, a silver thread stretched across the dark. People still come, armed with flashlights and stories, stepping closer than they should. Some say they hear the whisper before they turn back, others never do. The Popelik Trestle remains one of the most dangerous places in Kentucky. Not because of ghosts or monsters, but because of what those stories make people forget. Beneath every legend lies truth, and beneath this one lie the names of the dead. Yet even that truth has not dimmed the fascination. The monster's voice has become part of the bridge itself, humming through its iron bones, echoing the same promise it has always made. Come closer, just one step more.